Hey guys, just having a conversation with my cat. Hey Jessica. Lee says, hey Lee. Hey Jessica, good morning. Good morning, Yogi. Good morning to you both. Good morning to you both, and good morning to you individually. Nice to see you guys. I appreciate you being here. For me, what's so early in the morning, and even earlier for Jessica. Jessica, are you still up, or um, have you not been? Have you not been to sleep yet, or are you up early? Cat says, good morning. Good morning, Cat. Jessica says, hi, Eric. My support. Oh, well. Hey, Mercy. Mercy, how's your day going? Today is your doctor's appointment, right? Prayers, my friend. Or have you had? I know you're later. Have you had your appointment already? Kat says, how are you, Yogi? I'm okay. I'm okay. Mercy says, good morning. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything to complain about? No. What do you guys think? Should I do my kettlebell interval workout live today, or leave it in video form? Let me know. Is 4 live streams too much for you guys? Jessica says I'm still up. So let's do some breath work that will maybe, are you going to try to get some sleep? Kat says, good, no complaints is a good way to start your day. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to try the opposite. I'm going to put this to a scientific test. What if I wake up tomorrow and instead of saying thank you, thank you, thank you, I wake up and I have a list of grievances. I'll make that list of grievances before I go to bed. And I'll wake up in the morning and I'll read every one and we'll see. Kat says, well, if you must. Live, 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 and meow. Okay, I will do it live. Interval and squats. Jessica says no sleep, but it's okay. Well, let's do some breath work that will maybe, if you want to lay down, even take a nap. You know, even an hour, 2 hours of sleep is well worth having. I don't want to say achieving, because that means you got to try for it. Just let sleep happen. You know, you get a lot of rest, even if you just lie on your back. And don't do anything. Just lie down. He says, Jessica, you'll feel a bit better once appointment's done. Thank you, Lee. Speaking of appointments, okay, 2 p.m. UK time, which is 7 my time, right? 7, I think. No, it is 8 o'clock. No, I'm all confused. My timeline's all messed up. I have no internal timeline. Lee says, opinion yogi? For what, Lee? I gotta put my shoes on. Hey, Sniper. Oh, not until after my appointment. Okay, I haven't seen Muhammad yet. Hopefully. Jessica says, I know Lee. Mercy says, like and shared. Don Eric, thank you, Mercy. Hey, you guys subscribe to Mercy? Wonderful channel, a good friend. Shane says, hey, mate, what do you do? Do you game or nope? This is it. I sit in front of the camera. I talk about weird stuff. Spatulas, pancakes. Oh, Kat says go live in his opinion. Okay, I will do that. Thank you, Lee. And thank you, Kat, for bringing that to my attention. I saw him say his opinion. I didn't see the previous, so I apologize for that, Lee. I put my shoes on, and we're going to, Kat says, hi, Shane. Read a little bit from my book. Hey, Shane, what about you? I could bring up your channel, and we could all find out together, which I like doing. Gives us a chance to give Shane a shout-out. Shane deserves a shout-out because he's here, because he's Shane. And I always thought Shane was an awesome name, by the way. Maybe because I'm partial towards the movie. I'm going to subscribe, Shane, just because it makes me the third person to subscribe to your channel. Shane's got some playlists up, guys, if you want to dive in, get to know Shane. Hey, Goldie. Goldie says, hi there, lovely people. Hi there, lovely Goldie. Sniper says, Shane and Eric likes to play a game called Freeze Troll. All right, let me get my shoes on. Let's read from the book. Let's see the state of the pond this morning, if anything's going on. So at about 8:20 or so, give or take, I'll go live again. We'll do my workout intervals and some squats and some dips. Some of you might look at my workout this morning and think, he's just showing off for Kat. And I want to take this moment to assure you that yes, I am just showing off for Kat. No denial on my part. Kat says, y'all hit that like button. Pretty please, I haven't even hit the like button yet. I have now. How many likes do we got? 6. Oh, Goldie's got a new short up. Awesome. Goldie, I'm bringing your channel up now. And either right before I leave for my walk or right after my walk. Oh, just 4 minutes ago. Rain. Guys, sometimes, because Goldie's such an awesome supporter, so many people that we might forget. She also puts up very beautiful shorts. Just little glimpses. And if you ever want to see how beautiful Transylvania is, go hang out with Walking with Goldie. I'd love to see a live stream again sometime. It's been a little bit. I won't play it. I'll play it myself when I get up. Not in a live. Gotcha. Kat says I have it up to watch Goldie. All right. I think we're over halfway through. This is from Does God Have a Hero? To answer that question, find out for yourself. When you can hear the silent voice of God in the wind, the bird song, or even the roar of a crowd, you will hear God calling you a hero. Herman Melville wrote, silence is the only voice of God. When we still the mind through the art of meditation and prayer, we learn to listen to the silent voice of God as it calls us by name, our true name. Since we can extend this silence, the inner tranquility throughout our lives. Soon we can extend this silence, this inner quality throughout our lives. Meditation need not be mysterious or complicated. There are countless books and tapes that explain meditation and prayer in a straightforward manner, easy to master format. We should pick one that works best for us. We can experiment at first, trying out different techniques until we find out one that is comfortable for us. Once we select a technique, we should stay with it and allow the silence to begin to work from within us. When our meditation begins to deepen, miracles will begin to manifest themselves in our personalities and in our outlook on life. We will become more patient and loving with ourselves and with others. Old habits that are no longer comfortable with will easily begin to slip away. The health benefits that accompany meditation and prayer are too numerous to mention here. Most important of all, it is that we will begin to hear the silent voice of God as he calls us in the wind, in the bird song, or even in the roar of a crowd. So again, I wrote this in 1999, 26 years ago, over 26 years ago. And everything that I read is even more true now than it was after an additional. I had been seriously meditating at that point for 7-8 years. And, there wasn't always a instantaneous change, but I could clearly see from when I started meditating to when I stopped how things began to change. Um, but there were moments of instantaneous transformation as well, following those synchronistic events where the old me that no longer served just dropped in an instant. And that happened when I quit drinking. Hey, Marlon. Hey, Carl. Carl says hi, everyone. Hey, Commander. Nice to see you. I'm sometimes mystified why people, by now, I think everyone knows, they've seen it somewhere, the benefits of meditation, um, the benefits of forgiveness, the benefits of prayer. And yet, I'm always mystified why people, benefits of yoga, um, why they don't practice it, why we keep chasing the shinier things, thinking it's ever going to bring a meaningful change, repeatedly, repetitively, and it never does, ever, and it never will, ever. Brandon says, hi, Yogi. It's nice to see you, my friend. However, self-exploration through meditation, through the practice of yoga, through the practice of A Course in Miracles, through the practice of Buddhism, Sufism, mystical Christianity, self-inquiry, all of these are proven in the laboratory of consciousness. Think of Saul, instantaneously transformed through the gift of light. Becoming St. Paul. So give yourself that gift of meditation. Let's see. Goldie says, to reply, Eric, I might, but at the same time, I love being flexible. Where did that go? I love being flexible, go live only if I feel like it. Got you. I understand that. Zipper says, the good thing about silence is it wants nothing from you other than to just want you to listen to her. Funny that you said that. You know, I'm reading Anthony DeMello lately in the morning, and he was talking about the qualities of love. And he was using indiscriminate awareness. Love just is. And he uses the metaphor of a tree's shade or a flower's fragrance. The flower doesn't say, I will release my fragrance to the good of heart and not to the bad. The tree doesn't say, I will shade good people, but not bad people. That's the quality of love. It just gives and it gives and it gives. Forgiveness is a reflection of love. We forgive in order for ourselves to be forgiven. We love because that's who we are. As it says in the Course in Miracles, the only reason for the Course being in existence is to remove the barrier that seems to block the presence of love. We're often asked by people, what is love? Can you explain love? Why don't I feel love? And of course, you're steeped in love. You cannot not experience love. It's the very existence of existence itself. It's the fact that the sun is shining on you, as well as the worst person who's ever existed in our judgment. Love itself is the absence of every single judgment. The fact that we don't seem to experience isn't the fault of love. It's only the mistaken belief that this judgment, this opinion, this forceful thought, and that's the thing with love, it can't be forced. Eric says, Rain Man, with a question. It might. I think it's supposed to. Lee says, I find it hard to show. You find it hard to show love? Well, what if you didn't view your online presence and your personal everyday life as separate? Because I see you give love greatly, Lee. I see it every single day. I see you extending love. So you can think of your online presence just practice ground for your everyday life. When you step aside from a live stream, don't leave that presence behind. Carry it with you. Think of YouTube as part of your meditation practice, and then walk away with it. Lee, you're a valuable presence to me. You mean a lot to me. And I love you coming in, and I love all the love that you give to others. So cultivate it here, and then walk away with it. When we do our breath work, which we will, just a minute, and then I gotta go. Hey, Selma, I was thinking about you yesterday. I was hanging out with Toy Pups, and I didn't see you. I'm glad you're doing well. So when we do that breath work, Lee, and when we practice love here, walk away with it and then extend it. And realize that it's not a practice, it's just a remembrance. There's no need to practice who you are, but it seems like a practice. Kat says, I'm glad to see you, Selma. I love you. He says, missed you, by the way, and your songs. Selma took a break from YouTube. I hope you come back on a Friday and sing with us sometime, Selma. We missed you too. How do you guys feel about humming this morning? Hey, Jessica, how do you feel about humming this morning? Hey, Kat, how do you feel about humming this morning? Someone says, on Friday, I'm going to the fair. Well, that sounds like fun. Jessica says, it sounds good. Kat says, I like it. Let's do it. So there's different ways of doing it. There's the mudra, where you lightly, very lightly. I know it looks weird. Nothing is pressed down on. Hey, Dennis. Dennis says, good morning. Can we be friends, please? Yes. Already taken care of. Just by you being here. Let's make it simple, though. Very lightly. There's a technical name for the little eerie thing. Maybe it's just called little eerie thing. And just lightly seal them. We're not pressing down. We're not trying to block out all sound. We're just very lightly pressing down. Hands on the head. Nice and simple. I like the mudra. I like mudras because a mudra is an energetic gesture, an energetic seal that has been performed for thousands upon thousands of years. So when you participate in that, you are literally joining in an energy pattern that has been around forever. We're going to do the bumblebee breath, Brahmari breathing. We breathe in through the nose, eyes closed, ears slightly sealed. You don't have to press it until you breathe in. Extending it without force. Poor Dennis. Poor Dennis came in to be friends, and he sees me with my hands on my head and humming like a bee. He probably ran for the hills. I don't blame you, Dennis. I hope you stick around, though. Gordy says, I'm humming a song right now. Humming is so beneficial. Before we do this, let me read you the benefits. This is a wonderful breath. Mental and emotional benefits. Reduces stress and anxiety. Calms the mind. Improves focus and concentration. Helps with anger and frustration. Improves sleep quality. Physical benefits. Will lower blood pressure. Relieves headaches and migraines. May improve respiratory function. It does. Improves sensory perception. And may aid in faster healing after surgery. This is a wonderful breath. And maybe this live stream, afternoon live stream, we'll do it with the mantra, with the mudra, where we seal off the ears. The important thing is sealing off the ears. But the official mudra, we seal off the ears. We have a gesture for the eyes, for the nose, for the mouth. So we're going to do, let's do anywhere from 5 to 10 breaths. We'll see how it goes. Do it at your pace. This is a hard thing for me to lead you through, so I won't, but I will do it with you. Because it is strange, not going to lie. It is strange. But you know what? The best things in life are strange. The best things in life are weird. Commander says, Lee is cool, interesting, helpful, smart, funny, and if I wasn't married, I'd say very handsome. You could still say very handsome. Kat says, yes, I did try to scroll when you mentioned it. I can whistle, but not my normal whistle while humming. All right, so who's in? Give me a thumbs up and we'll get started. I'm going to take off my glasses for this. We get a thumbs up from Jessica. So here's the plan. We breathe in. Do this on your own. Breathe in. Slight pause. And then on your exhalation, you'll find that you'll exhale on your own. Don't worry, mouth or nose. But keep your mouth shut, and you'll find that you're exhaling naturally through the hum. And then extend the hum. When it starts to drop off on its own, just let it drop and then end it. Pause, breathe in, do it again. Let's do a minimum 5 times. We can keep going up to 10 if you want. Again, this will be on your own. I wish we were all doing this. I wish I could hear you all, because when we do that collective hum, we're vibrating together. We're vibrating at that same particular point of our hum. Cohesiveness. It's a beautiful thing to experience. So, you guys ready? I'm going to take my glasses off for this. Here we go. All right, guys, close your eyes. When you close your eyes, when you're humming, put your attention on that point between the eyebrows and sink into that hum. Here we go. Guys, close your eyes. Relax. I'm going to lead you through it with my own breathing, but don't try to keep pace. Do it on your own. If you're not ready yet when I finish, go ahead and start. Here we go. Eyes closed. Let your shoulders hang low. Let your arms hang nice and heavy. When you're ready, just gaze at it, Carl. Gaze at it. A very soft and easy gaze right between that point. Eyes are closed. Put your hands on your head. Get ready to seal off the ears. We're going to breathe in together, breathing in at your own pace through the nose until the lungs are nice and full, breathing in together. Here we go. A nice even pitch. Breath number 1. Your own pace, guys. I'm breathing in for breath number 2. Breathing in. Feel that vibration of the hum. Breathing in for breath number 3. Don't worry about volume. If your shoulders get heavy, lower them down. Shake the arms out. Take a breath. Bring it back up. Breath number 4, we're breathing in. Breath number 5, our last breath, breathing in. You can bring your shoulders down when you're ready. Hands down. Finish off. Put the hands in prayer position. As the body is buzzing from that hum, allow the vibrations to carry out your heartfelt prayer to whoever needs it, to yourself, to life. And just, I love you, I love you, I love you. The greatest prayer of all. Hey, Chad. Good morning, Mohammed. Semper said, cohesiveness at its esoteric core transcends mere unity. It is the invisible resonance between disparate elements, a shared essence that binds them beyond apparent form. Nice, I like that. You know, my video on my desktop lags from my camera, so I see what happened, and I see this weird looking bald guy with his hands on his head, ears plugged, humming along. Yes, Kat, you nailed it. I love the humming. I love the buzzy electric feel. Selma's going to the fair. Kat says, reminds me of when I was a kid and you would stow your voice to hear the vibrating noise. We were pretty wise when we were kids, weren't we? So here's what it does. It increases our natural production of nitrous oxide. Humming in all of its form, good for the heart. If you're an endurance athlete of any kind, and who isn't? Life is tough. We got to endure. Endurance was one of the highest qualities that Buddha spoke of. Hey, little dove. Little Dave. Little Dave, little dove. So the production, our natural production of nitrous oxide that we can cultivate through the practice of this breath. Again, anxiety reduction, pain relief, improved patient experience, meaning that if you do that as an outpatient, the outlook of your healing improves. It allows for safe and rapid acting. You're more responsive. Conclusion. V-Breath is a safe, natural practice with numerous health benefits, particularly related to stress reduction, improved cardiovascular and respiratory health, cognitive function. Its benefits stem largely from its ability to enhance the body's natural production of nitrous oxide. Medical nitrous oxide is a valuable tool in controlled clinical settings for anxiety, pain management. However, recreational use carries serious risks and should be avoided, meaning doing a nitrous tank. You could do a nitrous tank, don't recommend it, or you could learn to hum, do the bees breath. How was it, Jessica? I'm gonna head out and take a walk in just a minute. Kat says I made the granola move right through me. Was it the granola or was it the chocolate ice cream? Are we doing granola and chocolate ice cream again this morning? Mom said some. I hope that. You're right. The poor baby does not deserve to be dropped. So it was Little Dave. Little Dave says, good morning, all. I think I read that as Little Dove. Hey, Easy. Jessica says, it's really good, but I could take a nap now. Do you have time to take a nap? Even an hour would be good. Then he says, yum cat. That calls for some happy poop. Feel free to drop some happy poop, guys. Jessica says now, I'm sorry, Jessica. We can do this breath more often. It's actually one of my favorite breaths. I love doing it before I meditate. Sniper says, have a great walk. Eric, we'll catch you later, everyone. Thank you, Sniper. I hope you're having a good day at work. Jessica says, it. Gotcha. Kat says, me too. Yes, let's do it more often. Remind me, Kat. We can do it once a day. I mean, heck, I'm doing, it's also a good, for those who work out, it's also a very good after workout breath because it signals your body to now enter in back into the parasympathetic, that rests and digests for recovery, as well the production of nitrous oxide helps your recovery, helps you mend. It's a good after work breath for you, Kat. I heard you mention in your live stream that you're not going to work out today. And that, that's the last thing. But that's because your every work day is a workout. You definitely deserve a break on your off days. Not to mention the stuff that you do, Cass says he calls it breaking patterns. Oh, Sniper is playing hooky from work. Gotcha. Says, hello, my beautiful sister, Cat and Jack. All right, so let me head out and take my walk. I'm going to maybe go a little bit farther. I will be live in a little less than 3 hours. We'll do it again. We'll do, I'll be doing my kettlebell intervals. I'd like to say it'll be fun. It won't be fun. It never is fun. But it'll be fun seeing you guys and hanging out with you. Hey, Skits. Skits, I hope your day's going well. Skits, we were just doing some humming. I wish you were here. Thanks, Commander. Commander says bye. Carl, are you still with us? Did things get too weird for Carl? Jessica says, have a good walk, Eric. Jessica, have good appointments. I hope you see you later. Kat says, have a fabulous walk. See you soon. I will see you soon. Kat's laughing at walk. I used to have a walk. And you know what? It was a fabulous walk. Kat says, Goldie says, thank you for a lovely live and chat. Thank you for making it lovely and live. Well, livelier. Kat says, waka, waka, waka. It's an excellent point to consider. Jessica says, thank you. I'll try to be here. Well, if you miss this later morning, it's okay. Come on back in the afternoon. We'll do some breathing. We'll do some breathing in the evening. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a song or two. I think Jace said he wanted to sing a song. Alpha says, walk a you, walk a me, walk a everyone. Excellent suggestion. I hope everyone gets out and takes a walk today. Walking is one of the simplest things you can do for your health, mental, emotional, physical. It's a creative act. It's meditation in and of itself. You get out in nature, 20 minutes, your mind, your eyes registers the fractal patterns found inherently in all of nature and enters you into a alpha brainwave state, which is the light state of meditation. It's also where inspiration and creativity hits us. So go out and take a walk and practice nasal breathing. And if you want, you could repeat your mantra, whatever holy name that you pick. And then when you come back, sit in silence for about 5 minutes and then do some creative work. It could be a YouTube short, it could be drawing, it could be origami, it could be whatever. There's a complete spiritual practice for you right there, all that you need. Let's see. We got a comment held for review. Contreras family says, shut up. Excellent advice sometimes, and I take it very often. Kat says, I love you, Yogi. I love you all. I love you too, Kat, and I love you all too. Sepa says, let's walk each other home. Absolutely. Because you know what? We don't get there individually. We only get there together. Sepa says, Contrary can sit for 5 minutes. Soma says, I took care of that. Soma's on the job. We miss you too, Soma. Thank you, Sniper. All right. So I'm glad you're back too, Soma. Guys, I'm going to see everyone a bit later. Last week when I did the intervals, it was not a good day. I suspect today's going to be better. Someone says, I don't play around with haters. We'll talk about that later. But Selma, I'm glad you have my back. And I got yours, my friend. All right. I love you guys.